Hey y'all, it's Shanta J. Thank you for tuning in into another video. And today I will be talking about the isolation phase of a spiritual journey. So, for me personally, I've been going through this phase for the last maybe 4 to 5 years. I started my journey in 2020. It was my junior year of college. It was right before the school year ended. And I was just going through it. But I think that's when I started really learning about myself and stuff like that. Oh, and by the way, I'm so stuffed right now. So if I sound a little weird or if I say things a little weird, it's because I'm going through it a little bit. So, don't judge me. But before I get into the topic, and start talking and stuff, I got to play a game. So let's play the game. Okay, so the game I'm gonna be playing is Hypothetically Speaking. It's a game that I made up. Well, not really, it was on TikTok a while ago, but I made the name up. And in this game, you normally play with other people, but I gotta play it by myself. And so what you gotta do is you got to ask a crazy you gotta ask a crazy question and try to answer with an even crazier answer. So mind you, I'm doing this all on the spot, off the dome, in the moment. So the only thing my brain can handle is about 3. So I'm gonna do 3 of them, and yeah, let's get it. Y'all, I can't do the game today. I can't even think. So what we're gonna do rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So come on. We're gonna me and you. We're gonna play best 2 out of 3. Alright? You ready? It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot. So I'm gonna do rock, paper, scissors, and then we're gonna do it, okay? Because my brain is fried. I don't feel the best. So, period, we're gonna do that. Okay, you ready? All right, let's do it. Rock, paper, scissors. No, for real. That was mean. Let's do it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I feel like I won. Okay, let's do it. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I feel like you won. Okay, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won. Ah! Oh my God, I'm a winner. Okay. So, that's the game for today. Let's get into the topic. Okay, so for the topic, we're going to talk about the isolation phase during your spiritual journey. So for me, again, I started mine back in 2020. I just went through this phase where I'm trying to learn about myself and, just figure out who I am. But as time started to go on, I just started being by myself more. And who knows, maybe it was me, maybe it was God working, maybe God was removing me from people's lives, maybe God was removing people from my life. But when I tell you, I just started just being by myself. And I remember back when I was in school, I think it really started when I quit my job. I used to work at TJ Maxx, right? And they used to just talk to me so crazy. When I say crazy, I mean, it was this lady, man. I ain't gonna say too much about it. But she got way too comfortable one day, and she just really talked to me super hard. And I'm like, you got me messed up, ma'am. You got me fucked up. I didn't want to curse, but hey, it is what it is. She had me fucked up. It was so crazy. And and even before her, the guy at my job, he used to talk to me crazy. I'm trying to censor myself. But the main man, he used to talk to me crazy. I'm like, yo, I can't do it. So finally, I just put in my 2 weeks. I don't even think I made it the whole 2 weeks. I think I stopped right before my 22nd birthday. And even with that, that was like that was even like a test of faith, because like, how was I going to pay my bills? How was I, because I was living at my apartment at the time, and I was like, how is this going to work? But luckily, I came into some money and everything worked out. So I was able to finish the rest of my school year that semester and the following semester, because I had to do an extra semester and stuff like that. So I was able to finish the rest of my like schooling, not having to work, not having to worry about money. And yeah, I think that was one of those moments where it's like when you take a step of faith and get rewarded for it. You know, I think it was that moment. It was that type of moment for me. But also, that's when my like isolation kind of started, because I really started isolating myself. I didn't really want to be around people, especially after I graduated. When I graduated and came back home, oh my God, I just, like, it would really took a, oh my gosh, bro, I'm remembering. I remember I went through, like, I think they call it like the post-grad, like, depression. Bro, literally, like, I was going through like post-grad depression. I felt so horrible, bro. Like, I didn't want to get out of the bed. I didn't want to talk to nobody. Luckily, I had this friend at the time who like really got me out the house, and I was able to be back around people, and I started to feel better a little bit, and you know, was able to open up and like share how I was feeling at the time. But that was really the start of it all, because after that, maybe like a year or two later, like, I completely lost so many friends, and I was just by myself. And like right now, it's so crazy. Like, it's really just me. It's just me and my family, which is a beautiful thing. But I think as a I'm not young, but like as a younger person, it's like, you know, you want to be around people and have, you know, but yeah. So if you're going through that, I'm with you. But the one thing I am learning during this journey, I'm really, you know, I think when you're by yourself, you really get the chance to really like learn about yourself. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it's really true. You really get to learn about yourself and really figure yourself out and figure out what you want in life and what you don't want in life. And it really cuts down a lot of like the distractions, you know what I mean? Like, you know, relationships and just unnecessary, not saying relationships are unnecessary, but like, you know, just a bunch of unnecessary things in comparison to what's like the bigger picture in your life, which is your happiness, your self-growth, your desires, you know what I mean? So I'm learning. I think right now I have nothing but time to really tap into like what I really want for myself and my dreams and desires. So I'll say, you know, that's kind of a good thing of it, I guess. I think it depends on, you know, how you look at it. But yeah, so if you're going through that right now, I think you just gotta just, you know, kick your feet up and just enjoy the ride for real. You know, because I think, you know, it's for a reason. And I think on the other side of it, like, I feel like for myself, like, when I think I'm kind of coming to terms where I'm like being okay with it. And when people are like leaving, it's kind of like, it doesn't like really bother me as much or hurt as much. So it's just like I just feel like something's happening. I'm thinking about I think it's a Kierra Sheard song. Like something is happening. I think she has a song like that. I'll include it. But yeah, I'm thinking about that song right now. But yeah, I feel like something is happening. Something is brewing, and it's really exciting to really think about it, because I feel like when God takes something out, like, you get better, you know, you just make a room for something better that's more aligned to you. So yeah, if you're going through this phase, don't worry about it, don't sweat it, He's just making room. So with knowing that, what I'm offering up the desire to resist things happening or trying to interfere of it happening, you know? Like, I'm just gonna let it happen. If I see it going down a direction, I'm just gonna look at it, go down that path, you know? Like, I'm picturing like me being on a road, like me being on a two-way road, right? Two-way road. And I see kind of what I knew and what I want, and I just see it, like, just leave me going down this path. And I'm just standing there just like looking at it like, dang, that sucks. But like, obviously I'm supposed to go this way, you know what I mean? So I'm just, you know, that's kind of how I look at it. I think it really depends on your perspective of things as well. So yeah, I'm offering trying to interfere and resisting things that I don't want to happen. Yeah, what are you offering up? And another thing I like to do, I like to ask a question. What would you do? What's one thing that you are resisting at the moment? For me, I'm resisting being alone. I think I'm like craving, like, I don't know, I think just being around people, because I've been like alone for so long. So I'm resisting that urge or that desire, and not in a bad way, but more so in a way that it's obvious that I need to be alone right now, because there's more growing that I need to do, and there's more things I need to learn about myself. And I know the more I learn about myself, the better person I'll become. And I feel like when you become a better person, you just get better things in life. You get better friends, better relationships, better opportunities. So I'm just letting this phase be its phase, and not, you know, trying to fight back so much, because I know on the other side I made exactly what I want and exactly what I desire, and that's very exciting. So yeah, what's one thing that you are resisting at the moment, and offer that thing up. Give it up. We don't need it. You don't need it. Yeah. So that's all I gotta say for today. The isolation phase, you know, it's just a phase. It's just a moment. You're not gonna be in this moment forever, but go ahead and do what you need during this moment so you can get out of it. You know what I mean? I feel like if you stay, I think of a Jennifer Lewis quote. She said, if you stay in shit too long, I think if you stay in shit too long, you no longer recognize the smell. You know what I mean? Or you get accustomed to the smell. It's like, get out of that shit, man. Get out of it. Let's get out. Let's move on. But I think you got to accept where you at in this phase and embrace it, and then change your perspective on it, and just be like, hey, this is a learning moment. This is happening for a reason. So let me learn what I need to learn so I can go ahead and get what I want in life. Heavy on the get what you want in life, because I am the get what you want ambassador, bro. Get what you want, but also you gotta do what you need to do to get it. period. So, yeah. That's it. That's all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. Bye. Bye.